While I love ordinary days here on our homestead and doing the tasks and chores that keep the place going, keep us active, and always doing things together. While I love those really, really ordinary days and I cherish them, there are special days every year that I look so forward to. Probably more than any of them is my husband's birthday. Ever since we got married, I made it a point to try to make that one of the most special days for him. I let him choose what he wants to eat. No matter what, I'm going to make it. And we just have the full day enjoying, the food. And I try to pick up a little extra if I can and give him some breaks, which he doesn't really want to take because he likes to stay busy. But I just try to find ways to make him feel loved and special on that day. And I just want to talk about him for a minute before I get into the birthday meal. He does so much. He carries so much of the weight here on our homestead. I spend a lot of time doing indoor work with the blog and making videos, editing videos, and making recipes and stuff like that he has just picked up so pretty much all of the work outside. And he loves it, and I'm very grateful that he does. But I try really hard to get out there with him as much as I can so that we can do these things together, because those types of memories, I don't know, they're special. We love to get out and work on our place. Of course, this is from back in the spring, early spring, but he's not on video a lot, and so I had to look through a lot of videos to find him. And you'll notice in every video he's working because that's his personality and that's what he loves to do, and I love that. But this year, as always, I asked him a couple weeks ahead of time, what do you want for your birthday? And he wanted burgers, spicy fries, and chocolate cake. He always wants chocolate cake, and that's fine. That's fine by me. I love chocolate cake. While I have a sourdough version of chocolate cake on my blog, I decided to make a fresh milled chocolate cake recipe that is super easy. This is one of the most moist cakes that I've ever had. It is so delicious, so decadent, and honestly one of the easiest cakes that there is to make, because I make it on in a rectangular cake pan. So I just pour I don't have to bake two separate cakes. I don't have to make up a bunch of icing. I just bake it in that rectangular pan and make enough icing to top it, and it's so good, and we enjoyed it so much. For this particular recipe, I used freshly milled einkorn flour, but you could use any flour that you want freshly milled. You can use hard white, hard red, spelt, soft white, emmer. Just, it's a very versatile recipe because it's very moist. The batter, you'll see, it's very moist. And so it is just a really simple cake. I think y'all are going to love it. And please let me know if you make it. It's super simple. I used coconut sugar, but you can use whatever sugar that you have on hand. And I did a combination of coconut sugar and honey. So the cake turned out beautifully. Now, I did not have any powdered sugar on hand. So when you make this frosting that's on the blog, by the way, I'll link this recipe down below in the description box. But if you make the frosting recipe, it's going to be a little smoother than mine. I ended up making it in the blender to try to blend up the coconut sugar because I started making the cake and I said, oh no, I don't have a powdered sugar. I just don't keep it on hand. It's just not one of my, one of those things. You won't have to use a blender. It'll be much simpler to make than what I did. But it still made a delicious frosting. And it was just, you could tell more. That the sugar wasn't as fine as like with powdered sugar. But still, I think my husband said he liked it better that way. So, I mean, that worked out perfect. But it's just so good. And now I don't smother my cakes in frosting. So if you want it to be just smothered and all over, do a double batch of the frosting and you'll have plenty to cover the entire cake and have extra thick frosting. We don't eat a lot of sugar. We don't eat a lot of sweets. And so this suits us. And he was very, very happy. He ate many pieces of this cake on his birthday and continued to eat it until it was gone. And I felt good about it because it's fresh milled flour, no refined sugars. It's actually as healthy of a cake as you're going to have. So I hope you all will give this a try and let me know that you made it. So, all right, well, let's get on to dinner. This right here was actually before dinner. The cake was done and he wanted a slice, so I went ahead and gave it to him in the afternoon. Okay, so for dinner, he wanted spicy fries and burgers. That was super simple, and I don't mind it myself. So the way I like to do spicy fries is I like to cut them up pretty small and then put them in a bowl and drizzle them with olive oil. I use salt, pepper, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, cumin, paprika, and onion powder, and just mix it up really well. And then I preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and I put them in a cast iron skillet, and I just kind of flip them every 5 to 10 minutes until they're uniformly golden brown and crispy. And they're so good. I had someone say they laugh every time I say that. They're so good. I don't know why I say it every single time, but it's true. They are so good. So I hope you'll give them a try. They take about 20-25 minutes, depending on your oven. But I think you will be very, very happy with these fries if you want to make them. And as far as the burgers, I don't do anything particular with them. I just salt, pepper, garlic powder, and fry them until they are golden brown. And I like to use a grass-fed beef. I prefer it over the grain-fed beef, but I'll buy whatever I can get. But this one is an organic beef, so I like it. The flavor of it much better than just the supermarket brand that we get at our local store. I I decided to make quarter pounders with cheese with these burgers, and I made homemade Kamut sourdough hamburger buns. Be looking for that recipe. I'll share it over here as soon as I publish it. They were really, really flavorful, and we enjoyed them for sandwiches and for burgers. Well, thank you for spending this birthday with us. A very, very special day, and I hope that you will make these recipes, and I will see you next week, same day, same time.